We'll come back and talk about over/under reactions and then get us set up for the next game here. So stay tuned.
Yes.
Bison
All
Brothers
right.
Basketball. This comes to our favorite point of the show here. We want to spend some time. What we like to do is over and under reactions, and we'll do those, and then we'll kind of wrap up with just a preview of what's coming up next, which is another conference matchup, pretty good one, Beltway matchup with our friends up in Baltimore and Morgan State. So I want to do that. So let's get it in, man. You have a couple of things you wanted to point out today, and maybe look in the camera moments. Chip, I'm excited about this segment. So take it away, my friend. Take it away.
All right. So this is my overreaction.
Okay.
Right. As I was watching the game, and
Okay.
we were interacting with a lot of fans on Facebook, and I remember telling folks, I said, anybody other than Sanaya King or Destiny Howe that takes a shot outside of 8 feet of the rim, they're getting tased. We need to tase them because we were missing way too many shots outside the rim. I mean, outside the paint. And I was just like, we were killing it. I was like, it was a shot would go up, air ball was like taser, gotta go. That was my overreaction.
That's right.
Because I
That was your overreaction.
frustrated at all of the shots that we were missing outside. And like I continue to beat the drum, we got this inside advantage. Z Payne doing it. I was like, keep going inside. That was my. And so to back up my overreaction, can you pull up the chart? Can you pull up the shot chart?
A31.
A31. So to let the people know, as you're looking at this screen, the blue are the made shots. The clear boxes are the missed shots. Now, everybody out there, you might not be able to see, but the only blue dots, the only blue we have for outside of the paint with shots was Sanaya King and Destiny Howe. All of those blue dots on the inside, it was so many jersey numbers, and that's got to be within 3 or 4 or 5 feet of the basket. We were killing them. We were killing them inside the paint, and I believe that's where our advantage is. So the overreaction, like I said, while I was watching, I was like, nobody but Destiny and Sanaya King need to take a jump shot outside the paint.
You were
clearly
that was an overreaction, and
it was
the sounds you made were overreaction. So I know for sure. I was nervous for everybody who was near the water at that point.
Right, because clearly Tiana Walker and Kanaya Creek can shoot the rock. So that's why I was an overreaction. I was frustrated at them missing. And like I said, you look at the shot chart, all of the shots that they made were inside the paint. And so I was like, boom, that's what we need to keep doing. So my overreaction was don't take shots. Nobody but Sanaya King and Destiny Howe needs to take a shot outside of the paint. That was my overreaction. So
I got it, brother. That was awesome, and I like the visuals. You're gonna start to raise the game up here, so we're gonna have to start adding visuals. So if you're watching on our YouTube channel, our show there, or you're even catching it on Spotify, the video copy there, make sure you tune in, leave a comment. If you'd like to see some more graphics, let us know. Otherwise, it'll be like radio. You'll have to just imagine all of the empty boxes. There were a lot of empty boxes out there, and so I love it. My complimentary overreaction is the fact that I do believe that we do have a true National Player of the Year candidate in Blake Harper. I started off the season saying he should be the Rookie of the Year every week, 8 weeks in a row. It doesn't seem that impressive. It seems like Captain Obvious, but the way this young man is playing and the way he's playing with poise, I have to keep reminding myself he's a freshman, and we don't hear a lot about the freshmen these days because if they're really, really good in some of the programs, they're already talking about them going to the pros, and you don't get a chance to enjoy them playing here. But 6'8", averaging almost 20 points a game, and literally no matter who shows up across him, he's ready to play every game. I don't know the last time we had a National Player of the Year prospect coming out of Howard, but that's my overreaction, is that I think we're seeing one that's in strong consideration, if not, in the top 4 or 5, be considered for, newcomer of the year.
Mm-hmm.
That's my overreaction. The compliment.
Hey, remember you thought rookie of the week or rookie of the year was going to be an overreaction, and he's like overreact this. So
that's right. I'll see you, and I'll raise you one. I'll raise you one.
and just a real quick to give Blake Harper just a little bit more. Flowers. He plays the game right. Right. So even though he's dominating, scoring 30, this, that, and the other, he's still making the right plays, the right passes. He's unselfish. So I just want to continue to give him his flowers. Shout out to his high school coach, Coach Turner. Did a great job with him. Hopefully we can get him on the show.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. He's already said he's in. We're going to get in and talk about just what he saw, because, to see this transformation coming, it's awesome to see how it's starting to blossom. So that's my overreaction going into conference play. I was wondering how he would show up once we got into like the opponents we're going to see more than once over the next few months. So he's starting off with a bang. So, whatever you saw during non-conference schedule, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. Yeah. So I love it. So let's talk underreaction a little bit, and then we'll get into the to the next game here. What do you have from an underreaction for me? So my underreactions is back on the women's game.
Okay. And so, like I said, talking my own self off the ledge.
Please.
Tiana Walker was, I believe, she was preseason. I think she was second team, and she was, was she rookie of the year last year?
She was.
So clearly, she has game, and Kanaya Creek is a solid player. I think the underreaction is that I'm sure they're continuing to work on their shot in practice. Just keep putting shots up, and I think we're going to be all right, because they're too good of players to kind of consistently not have their outside shot falling. So I think we're just working out maybe a little rust, and so actually my underreaction is I believe that they're going to keep working it out in practice, keep putting up shots, and we're going to see that work pay off in the games to come.
So. I love that. Yeah, I'll just talk. Oh, go ahead. What you got for me?
I still might tase them.
Oh, at least. When we host our first, hopefully, of a couple of live watch parties, I hope everybody tunes in. You'll get to hear him real time, because he can't control himself. The tase sounds are amazing. I thought he actually had a real taser going over there when we were watching the game. I said, "Hey man, turn that off before you hurt yourself." But we want people to play the right way and play to your strengths, right? Play to your strengths. So speaking of playing to your strengths, I know for me the underreaction led to it in the second segment of the show here just a minute ago. But I do think that I'm looking for the gradual progression of Anwar Gill to put his imprint on the game in a way where it's going to make everybody even better than they are today, because I do believe we're gonna have a different nucleus of a team that's going to take us pretty far this year if everybody continues to show up, like as you said, Jaren and even Taewoo and the big guys. The common denominator is I would love to see how we start to get more of a double average from our point guard and Anwar, and some of that keeps him out of foul trouble. He gets in a little foul trouble sometimes, just trying to kind of run with folks. So we're getting ready to get into the scrappy part of the season where a lot of the teams will face, like South Carolina State and Norfolk State. They have folks that are going to push you, and you're going to wind up catching some fouls early. So he has to maintain some poise. But I do think that if he continues to maybe, if I see the numbers rise towards double doubles, I have a hard time seeing us, we have a way to make sure it makes it hard for people to take the crown from us as champs. So that's my underreaction is I'm not seeing it yet, but I know it's there. So I'm patiently waiting. And this is where we should start to see that emerge. And, with that Princeton offense is a main way we run things. Your point guard play is everything, because now if people have to worry about what you might do, those back cuts are going to be more open, and we're going to see some more dunks and some more layups, because people are like, I can't see what's coming at me. And hopefully we won't have to tase anybody. So this is great, man. I think